Good evening, DPS families. Welcome to Family Academy's How to Virtual Class Series. Tonight's webinar class is PowerSchool Parent Portal. This short webinar class is designed to answer your questions related to PowerSchool. So please post your questions in the Facebook chat and we will answer your questions during this session. Patrolling the Facebook chat, we have Althea Scriven, our Family Academy Project Manager, and Melissa Watson, Director of the Office of School Relations. Our presenter and expert tonight is Ms. Priscilla Thompson. She is one of our Student Information Systems Coordinator, and she will start the show. So, Ms. Thompson, the show is yours.
Thank you, Gregory. Welcome to all of our DPS families. We wanted to take a few moments just to show you and make sure that you're familiarized with our parent portal access and how to navigate. So here you would go to the DPS webpage, and then you would click on Programs and Services. And then you want to click on the PowerSchool link, and then click on Parent Portal Resources. Here, it guides you through on-screen step-by-step instructions in English and in Spanish. It also includes a video for creating Parent Portal accounts, which is also in English and in Spanish. North Carolina Department of Public Instruction resources. And then we have additional videos for the 2021 grading for progress reports and report cards. Again, both for elementary and secondary in English and elementary and secondary in Spanish. I'm going to copy the screen and drop it in the chat so everybody's familiar with the web page. And then we will go to the instructions for creating a parent portal account. Here's a letter from Durham Public Schools instructing the parents step by step. If you have not received your access code, please contact your school data manager or your child's teacher who can email you a copy of the access account and letter for your child. Here it tells you to open an internet browser and then type the web address for Durham Public Schools, which I've included in the chat. And then you want to create an account. The next, you would click the next button that says create an account. And then in step 4, it tells you to enter your first name, last name, and email address. Then you're able to type in your username. This name will be used when you get ready to log into Parent Portal each and every time. So please make sure that it's something you can remember. And we also ask the parents to be sure to write it down. Next, you'll be asked to enter a password. The password has to be alphanumeric, including a capital letter, lowercase letters, number, and a symbol. I always advise that parents begin with the capital letter, proceed with lowercase letters, numbers, and then end with the symbol. Next, step 5, enter the student name exactly as is printed at the beginning of your letter. Enter the access ID and the access passcode, exactly as is printed on the letter. Indicate your relationship to the student by indicating it in the drop-down. And then you'll click the enter button. Next, it will take you to the parent sign-in. So you want to enter in the username that you just selected, the password that you just created, and then click sign in. And those are the steps for accessing a parent portal account. I'm going to the chat to answer questions. What if I didn't get my login information? What should I do? Please contact your child's school. Again, if you don't get your login information, it's actually going to be your child's access code, which is for the parent. And that access code identifies you with your student to ensure that your data is confidential. There is one access code per student. What should I do if I see a grade I do not like? Please contact your child's school. What is the purpose of PowerSchool for Parents? The purpose for PowerSchool for Parents is to ensure that parents throughout the school year on a daily basis can check their child's grades and attendance. A new feature that Durham Public Schools has this year that we're offering is the ability to update your address and phone number through online registration. Online registration can be found on the left navigation panel at the very bottom of the page. It's also referred to as returning student registration for our students and families that were with us last year. And it is a very nice resource and eliminates the need for paper. Also in that resource are updated forms and guides for the 2021 school year. So not only do we need you and all families to update their information, we need you to be aware of any changes that have happened through the school year, such as our student handbook, transportation. If your child needs to access transportation or have transportation scheduled for the 2021 school year, you would do so with that form and apply for the free and reduced lunch program. Can my children's father and I both have access to PowerSchool? Absolutely. Both parents can have access to Parent Portal, and even including if you live in different homes. I myself have 3 children, and not only am I the gatekeeper for Parent Portal, but I love it for my children because another feature that is offered in Parent Portal is you can set up your notifications. So maybe you want your notifications to come daily, like me, if you're that parent, or weekly, or if you want it on a monthly basis. If you pick daily, it's going to send you an email notification every night at the same time so that you can see your child's grades for that particular day. So you're finding out as soon as the teachers update grades, you're finding out that student's grades. As a former high school data manager, I set up a Parent Portal account for a student, and the parent was able to see the attendance. For high school students, they don't like for parents to find out about Parent Portal because they will be able to find out if their child is tardy or absent because they did not arrive to school like they should have. So I set up a Parent Portal account for a student one day, and he found out and he wanted to change the password for his mother. We explained that we couldn't do that. And I told him that she had access, and we had spoken to mom earlier, and his expression was, "I'm doomed." So this is a true valid source for parents to find out updated information on your student. Can my children have access to my child's PowerSchool account? The parent would have to give the school notification. So guardianship issues have to go through the school. If you move or change your phone number, You can go to the log in to Parent Portal, set up your account, go to the returning student registration, which is the icon in the bottom left. Click that link, and then you're able to update your students' information. If you've already completed registration for this school year, we will be sending out updated information sheets, and that will go out probably in the month of December. So in order to be able to show grades and attendance in PowerSchool from the parent view, I would have to log in as a parent. But as soon as you log in, it shows on that very first screen. So it's very easy to find. So the screen automatically defaults to the grades and attendance. Yes, PowerSchool Parent Portal allows you to email your child's teacher. Each class is listed, and then that teacher's name is listed with a hyperlink. The hyperlink connects you to that teacher's email. Unfortunately, parents cannot update their child's attendance in PowerSchool. They would have to contact the school, but you are able to see how it was coded. If you have attempted to change your address, but it's continuing to go to your old address because maybe it's defaulting to your old address, if you're doing the returning student registration, there's a little checkbox. That checkbox has to be checked in order for you to be able to change to the new address. Another box will populate. If you continue to have problems or issues, please contact your school data manager. They are trained and know how to make address changes. So in the online registration through the parent portal, it does give you access to the opt-out form, and you are able to select the information that you would like to opt out. The next question is, how can I get the phone number from the school even when my number is not listed on the parent portal? I'm not sure how that, and I'm not sure if somebody can type that question in again. If it's the parent's number, how can I get the phone numbers from the school even when my number is not listed on the parent portal? So you don't have to have your phone number in order to set up a parent portal account. If the number is changed, please update it in the parent portal, returning student registration, or contact your child's school. How do I find out who my child's school's data manager is? When you call your school, you can just ask to speak to the data manager, and the receptionist will transfer your call to the data manager. How can I get the phone calls from the school even when my number is listed on the parent portal? Thank you for re-entering that question. So if you're not receiving a call and you have listed your number in parent portal, there have been glitches with the system because PowerSchool has to talk to our other vendor, which is School Messenger, for the School Connect calls. And I think that's where this question is going. So if you're not getting those calls, please make sure you contact your child's school, because then they can update the information on the School Messenger side, and then we can troubleshoot to find out the root cause of the problem and get it corrected. Are there any other questions? Is the principal's email on PowerSchool? I think the principal's name, if you click on school information, the school's principal, the name of the principal populates, and I think also the address of the school. But that information is also located on the DPS website, the school name, the phone number, and the address of the school. Are the district phone calls coming through PowerSchool? Very good question. Yes, the district calls, they come out, they go out to parents. The numbers are pulled from PowerSchool. Numbers that have decided to opt out, of course, are eliminated from those calls. Another thing to note for parents is if you have ever blocked your number or blocked a number from receiving calls or calls coming through to your phone or your cell phone, if you've ever blocked the school number, that may be another reason why you're not getting those calls. So you have to make sure that you unblock that number. That has happened on multiple occasions, and parents didn't realize the call. And at the very end, it says, if you want to stop receiving these calls, press whichever number it is, and then it'll stop the calls. It doesn't just stop that one call, it stops all calls from the district and all calls from the school. Excellent question. Do I need a PowerSchool account for each child? No. A parent only needs one account, and you can have access to all of your students through that one account. You do not need one account per student. We will be providing a training for our data managers because we have learned that some families have multiple accounts for students. I just helped a parent this afternoon consolidate all of her students and put them on one account, and she was very grateful. So we will be providing additional training for data managers on tomorrow, and they will learn how to consolidate the account of the parent, as well as adding additional students to that one parent account. Parents, when you set up your parent portal account yourself with the steps that have been provided, when you go through your access code, you can click add student, and then you would add the access code and the access password for that additional student. So the parent and the school can both add additional students to your one account. The next question is, who can I call for help with PowerSchool? You can contact your child's school. Does PowerSchool show me when my child is missing assignment? Yes, it shows, it's an indicator light, I think it's yellow, a yellow exclamation point. It shows when your child is missing an assignment. What about makeup work? If that child turns in the missing assignment or they have to make up an assignment, the teacher will then input the new grade once it's complete. How often are teachers supposed to update PowerSchool? We will get a member of our team to try and get that question out to find out the update. We have asked and stressed throughout the district to ensure that teachers update grades frequently and as often as possible. And then each school principal has put out information and communication to the teachers to ensure the grades are updated in a timely manner. Our teacher's going to give us a chance to catch up work. I'm not able to answer questions on grading. I can answer questions for PowerSchool and Parent Portal. But please reach out to your teacher and email your teacher. We want all children to do well and exceed and excel. So please make sure that you communicate with your teacher. We are just learning how to use all of this stuff. We completely understand. Now I'm just finding out where my child's homework is being routed to on his Chromebook. Are the teachers going to allow time to catch up? Please communicate with your teacher and let your teacher know that you're just getting access, and ask the teacher or request a timeline. If you're having difficulty reaching the teacher, please contact your child's school and ask for your principal and work out a plan to get your child caught up. What about when a child lives in 2 different households? As far as Parent Portal, Both parents are able to sign up with an account. Can you get locked out of PowerSchool? Absolutely. So the system allows you 10 attempts to access PowerSchool. If you get locked out, contact your child's school data manager and they can unlock your child's account. Unlock the parent account. Who cannot get a PowerSchool account? I'm afraid that someone can see my child's information. Only the parent gets the access code and access ID. So that's, as for security parameters, we make sure that we run the letters through the teacher, and the teacher sends the access code and access letter home to the parent. You cannot obtain a parent portal account without that access code. That access code uniquely is identified to your student. Yes, this information is on, oh, I'm sorry. The question is this information on the school website as well? I'm not certain, but we will check into that and ask that each of the schools put the parent portal information on there if it is not. It is on the district website. Next question, how long does it take if I am new to the district? Once your child has been enrolled to the district, then the data manager will be able to establish the parent portal account or provide you with the access ID number, access letter to ensure that you have access to your child's parent portal account so that you can set it up. Next question, okay, are you saying PowerSchool and I search through Chromebook, where should I go for assignments as an adult PowerSchool or his Chromebook? So if you're utilizing your child's Chromebook device to access the DPS webpage to get to the parent portal, you would just go to the DPS website, and we posted in the link. I'll ask the team to post the web address one more time in the link so that you'll have it. What if my child's name is spelled wrong in PowerSchool? Excellent question. So each child's name should be according to what is on the birth certificate. There are certain symbols that we are not able to enter in PowerSchool because it causes errors with report cards and grading because the system just doesn't know how to process certain symbols. So if there's a particular symbol that may be missing, that's probably the reason why. But if it is a typo, please contact your school's data manager and let them know that your child's name is spelled wrong. It is very important that we have the correct spelling of the child's name, because by the time that child gets to the 12th grade and is ready to graduate, we want to make sure that that name is correct on the diploma. Is there an app for PowerSchool? Yes, there is an app for PowerSchool. There are some functions that do not operate well utilizing the app. So the preferred method, of course, is through the web page, but yes, you can download the app. Are there videos for PowerSchool on YouTube? We do have our videos for PowerSchool located on the DPS website. On YouTube, there may be videos from other districts, from other states. So to ensure clarity, we do advise parents join us on the DPS website to gain a copy of our video. How long does it take me to get a PowerSchool account after I register? After you register the student, you can access the parent portal account the exact same day. Can I register for school through PowerSchool? No, not through the parent portal, but we do have online registration, and it is available through our DPS webpage. When you go to the main webpage, you can go to programs and services, and then it will navigate you on how to enroll your student. It is also a PowerSchool product, but it's called PowerSchool Online Registration. Does my PowerSchool account transfer from school to school and district to district? The PowerSchool Parent Portal account will transfer from school to school within the same district. It does not transfer from district to district. It is set up per district. So the same way each student has an access code and access ID, each district has a PSU number, and that number identifies the district. So it is unable to transfer from district to district, only school to school within the one district. How can I get my information from my old district? You would have to contact your old district and make a records request. And it says, I want it for my records. Does PowerSchool show if my child has an IEP? In the parent portal, no, it does not show that your child has an IEP. And PowerSchool for the staff users, it does show our employees at the school that if your child has an IEP. And only the staff that should see that information has access to that information. So it's not all users. You have to have special access to be able to receive that information and view it for the child. We have a few moments to hear from Melody Marshall about Magnet School applications.
Good evening, everyone. And this is just a few moments, and I certainly won't highlight much about our magnet and the CTE lottery, but I do want to just go ahead and put it out there. You'll hear much more about this on our website and from our district. But I do want to, first of all, can I just introduce myself? My name is Melody Marshall. I'm the Director of Student Assignment, and just want to let you know that as we enter our magnet season, our magnet and CTE fair will be virtual this year. And again, you'll hear much more about that on our Durham Public Schools website. And that will take place on November 7th. Registration options will be on the website, and it's going to be awesome. So we are really excited to invite you to learn more about our magnet and CTE pathway options. Again, visit Durham Public Schools website, dpsnc.net/magnet, and you will be able to register for the upcoming magnet and CTE virtual fair. And then our lottery will be held this year, January 11th through February 2021. And I will pass this back to Mr. Jones to wrap us up.
Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Priscilla, for that conversation about PowerSchool Parent Portal. So families, thank you all for tuning in with us tonight. We certainly hope that we answered all of your questions. And just want to remind you all that we will have another session tomorrow for our how-to class entitled Keeping Student Information Current. So thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Good night.